G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing real well. I am on tour right bloody now across Australia and New Zealand. I'm going absolutely everywhere. I've been doing shows for a couple of weeks now. It's fucking fantastic to be back out on the road. If you haven't got your tickets already, go and have a look. I'm going absolutely fucking everywhere, and I mean that. Even the shit cities like Launceston, I'm coming there as well. I'm just going to keep bagging Launceston in every single ad I do for my tour and see if we can still sell it out.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
When you're on the website, you may notice some cities aren't on sale yet. The reason for that is we won't put shows on sale until 6 weeks before. We want to reduce the amount of shows being cancelled this year because of the Rona. That's basically it. So you have the opportunity there to sign up for tickets and you'll get a text message the second they are on sale and you can snap them up straight away. Anyway, on with the video. Ladies and gentlemen, you dirty bastards, you may remember a couple of years ago, 2 years ago in fact, I did a video on a young man by the name of Desmond is Amazing. This video showcased the life of a very, very young person, 11 years old in fact, living the life of a drag queen. Now I have, and I don't think any rational person would have this, I don't have any problem with a young boy dressing up as a young girl or vice versa. If it makes you happy in life, as I say with every controversial topic that I cover, fucking do it. If it makes you happy and it doesn't hurt anyone else, go for it. The issue I have with all of this, and I think most rational people will have this issue as well, that the world of drag queens is so hypersexualized that it is not the place for a young child to be gallivanting around. Whether you call it a hobby or a fucking pastime, whatever you want to call it, it is very sexual. From the costumes, they're sort of revealing, a little bit sexy, a little bit this, a little bit that, something a child should definitely not be in, to the names, alright? Now, I have done thorough research and found my favourite drag queen names of all time. Dix Enormous, hilarious. Eileen Dover, hilarious. Jenny from the Cock, one of my faves. It's actually what I call myself in the bedroom. Olympia Bukkake, yes, that's who should be looking after our children, Olympia Bukkake. Or if she's not available, Ophelia Cox. Okay, they are fucking hilarious. But also, hypothetically, not the arena I would want my 11-year-old hanging around. Now, when this video came out, people defended Desmond, and they have every right to do that. One of the things I didn't like is people said I was homophobic because this young man may or may not be gay. I don't know. He's fucking 11. Who the fuck knows, right? But this has nothing to do with sexuality at all. Alright? It happens to be a topic, a conversation, an argument about whether or not a young person should be put in a position like this. And the position I'm talking about is when Desmond was allegedly in a gay nightclub dancing and allegedly receiving money from the people in the club. So I think we can all agree. Having an 11-year-old young boy dressing as a hypersexualized woman and dancing in a gay nightclub with dudes putting money in his hand is probably not fucking kosher. And this doesn't fall on the shoulders of Desmond, he's a kid, alright? This falls on the fucking parents' shoulders. They should fucking have a good hard look at themselves. But are parents scared to question their child in the name of progressivism? Are they worried what will happen on social media? Will other parents go out and try and get them cancelled because they aren't allowing their children to dress as drag queens? They're indoctrinated into this weird world where your child's gender and how gender fluid they are and what they identify as that day is the most important thing in the fucking world. And it's just not. So is this child abuse or is this society abusing us all? Well, to say there hasn't been a domino effect from Desmond would be an understatement. There certainly has. And the flow-on has reached Australia. Meet Australia's youngest drag queen, 13-year-old Candy Featherbottom. Once again, I haven't looked at this kid. I don't know what he looks like or what he dresses like. But with a name that is hypersexualized like Featherbottom, Candy Featherbottom, that is fucking inappropriate for a child. If you are a parent out there, or let's pretend we're all parents, right? Could you imagine having your 13-year-old daughter taking to the stage, dancing in something that's, revealing and all this weird shit, right? Could you imagine that happening and the announcer saying, please make welcome Candy Featherbottom? Like, that's fucking wrong. Like, that's fucking creepy as fuck. Especially considering that this young man started using that name at 10 fucking years old. What the fuck, mum and dad? There's no way that would be appropriate or fucking make newspaper articles if that was a 10-year-old girl. I get people want to be progressive and I think it's good in a lot of circumstances. But being a super woke parent and letting your kid dress up as a fucking scantily clad woman at 10 years old and calling a candy feather bottom, can't even fucking spook, that's how filthy I am, is just fucking wrong. Where possible throughout this story, I'm going to blur this young man's name because he doesn't need any more fucking attention, alright? He does fucking not.
Makeup ready and high heels on, transforms into Candy Featherbottom.
Candy is literally just another human in me, I could call it.
So this report by the ABC showcases this young man, and I think just by hearing him speak, perhaps he's in a more mature position than Desmond was at his age when he decided to be Desmond is amazing. Does that make it okay? No, it just makes it it doesn't even make it different. It just sort of gives you a different feel about the whole situation. And my whole concern with this whole topic isn't so much about the kids. If this kid wants to get up on stage and dance, I don't think he should be in scantily clad clothing at all. But if he wants to get up on stage and dance, that's fine. But it's more so with the people who are there. Now, 99% of the people in this room for this dude dancing is probably, they're all fine. They're all lovely people, I'm sure, happy family people. But are you telling me if you're a fucking creep, you're not going to this show? That's the fucking first place you're going. And it puts kids in a vulnerable position, and that is not okay. That is not good parenting.
At 13 years old, he is Queensland's youngest drag queen.
It was just a spark that flew in me.
Made his drag debut at just 10 years old at the North Ipswich Bowls Club, which doubles as a family-friendly drag club called Taboo.
I'm still sus on this shit. Like, look at what he's wearing. The short skirt, the fishnet stockings, the cleavage and stuff. And I think this goes across both genders. I fucking hate the fact that some parents put their young daughters, they put them in beauty pageants. That's fucking creepy as fuck. I know this is crazy to say, ladies and gentlemen, but maybe the best way to raise kids is letting them be kids. But maybe it's an effect that social media has on the population. Kids feel that they're older when they're young. Perhaps.
Once a month, the Queens perform to sold-out audiences, not only entertaining crowds, but changing attitudes towards the art.
And that's beautiful. We're all desperate to belong to something. A family, a sporting team, a hobby, whatever. And if this young man wants to belong to drag, then that's great, but please wait until you're 18. I think that's more than appropriate. This isn't the first time too. There was a story back in 2018 of the youngest drag queen at that age in Australia, a 15-year-old called Miss Verity Von Queef. No, this isn't sexual at all. But who am I to say what these young kids are doing is wrong and stupid and dangerous? When I was this age, when I was 10, let's say, I used to do dumb shit. And I'm sure you did dumb shit too. I used to go down to this fucking area behind my house. It was a bit of a building site, that type of thing, with my mates. Do you know what we used to do? We used to split up into teams and have rock wars. We would throw rocks at each other to see who would win the rock war. How fucking stupid is that? The point of me bringing that up is to suggest that these children are at an age where they cannot make proper decisions for themselves. Children are fucking stupid. This is my point. And that's when you need an adult to take charge and decide things for children's futures that is not going to hurt or harm them in any way. And I really do think that drag queens who are 10 years old may be put into a position where they are being harmed or their welfare is in jeopardy, and that is fucking bad parenting. That is dangerous, and we as a society should look at that and say, hey, mum and dad, what the fuck are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down below. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mid extends to Lu. Oh, bye.